First of all, Mayor Gordon and Councilwoman Klein, I want to thank you all for this interview, one that is much needed to benefit the town of Kentwood. The Voices of Tangi Regional Public Transit Service would like to have just a quick interview with you about the need of public transportation in our town. Mayor, I would like to start off with you. How do you think the citizens of Kentwood would benefit from public transit here?
Well, first, Ms. Antoinette, I would like to thank you for even thinking about us and the fact that there is a need for this transportation within our parish, Tangi. Our citizens here at Kentwood can benefit from the transit system because we have such a need for them to have transportation to and from the doctor's office. They have doctor's appointments, hospital visits. We have the younger generation who are in need of transportation to and from jobs. You know, here in Kentwood, our small town, we are limited to the amount of jobs that we have here to offer them. So they will have to leave from within our city limits to find work. And a lot of them does not have transportation. There is a need for transportation for our young people and our elderly for many reasons. We have students graduating or have graduated already, need transportation to and from school, university. So we have Southeastern right down the road. We have the Votek down the road and right there in Greensburg, but they have no transportation. Transit system operating within our parish, beginning on this north end, is very much needed.
Councilwoman Klein, how do you think, as the newly elected councilwoman, but someone that has been here practically all your life, how do you think public transportation would serve your constituents?
First, I want to say thank you, Ms. Hale, for having such a concern about our community. I feel that public transportation is a vital component to the growth of our community. I feel that public transit would offer benefits to our citizens by giving them the opportunity and access to go and apply for jobs, as well as go to their jobs daily. And I feel that public transportation is a safe means of transportation. Now we know that they have made great improvements on some of the vehicles, and I feel like this would be safe to our environment. And I feel that it would give people opportunities to the courthouse, to go to the courthouse, to health facilities, and to also go to facilities where they can exercise daily. This is important now in our society. People need to be concerned about their health. It would give them access to go to the different facilities where they can exercise, they can go and shop. And also I feel that it would save people money because getting on public transportation is much more economical than buying gas to go to work for something.
Mayor Gordon, you was discussing with me before we decide to go on air is the fact that some of the major state and federal sources is in Hammond.
Right, it is. For example, our Social Security office is located in Hammond. We do not have a satellite office up here. Our people are having to go all the way to Hammond, and you know, the elderly people, they do not know anything about the internet. And I know our Social Security office, and they have set so you can go and handle your business online, but the elderly cannot. They're not internet inclined, so they need to get into the office. A lot of them do not have transportation. They're having to pay someone to take them to and from that Social Security office. An example, but I know of a young lady last week who had to go in to a clinic in Hammond, and we know that the parish has transportation, especially for the elderly. They have some vans that can pick them up and take them. However, the cost is $9 to and $9 from. And the young lady last week paid the $18, but of course she has an appointment this week. that is $18 more. She is on a set income, really cannot afford it, but she has to get back to and from her appointments. So she does what she has to do, and all the time, she told me she does not have the money all the time, and sometimes she's having to borrow the money to be able to get that done. So we have a need here on this north end. We have young people and some of our older people who are willing to work, but the jobs are down south right now. And they need a way to get to those jobs and from those jobs. We have big businesses, for example, like Smitty's down there in Roseland. You have the warehouses in Hammond, the Walmart warehouse, Aberson, all those warehouses that are hiring. They are hiring. And we have people that are willing to work and need to work, but do not have transportation to and from those jobs. And we as leaders in our community, we're concerned about that. And we want and know that we need help for our people right now. And I feel like the help can come from the parish level if we all get together, work together, and see the need for the people within our parish.
Councilwoman, do you feel that the young people who have to go to court, and they're missing court because they don't have transportation, but they end up being put in jail or have a warrant put out for them because they didn't show up, do you think that providing transportation would help these young people who just may have a traffic violation?
Yes, I do. It's just public transportation is an essential need of our people. And that's what we're concerned about, the needs of our people. We want to meet their needs. And we need the parish to look at this because it's time now that we put this thing in action, because at one point in time when I was young, I remember we had public transportation, but it's a thing of the past. But now we need this for our people. A lot of people are not able to buy a vehicle. And for these people, and for people that have vehicles, they might choose to use public transportation because it would be much more economical. And I feel that if we had this, people that need to go to the courthouse, they would have means of getting there. They won't be cited for not being there.
President Miller, I ask you to please support public transportation for Tangipahoa Parish, from the Kentwood community all the way down to the Ponchatoula community. We have a need for this public transportation for our people. We talked before about the needs of the north end of the parish, and this is just one of the needs for the north end. But it's not just for the north end, it's for our parish, and it's for our people. When we do things that we need to do for our people, they're happy, we're happy, the parish is happy in getting things done. We have to do what we have to do and what needs to be done. We have no transportation on the north end, I can tell you that for our people. There has been a need for a long time for this public transportation. The transit system is what we need for many different reasons, and I echo Councilwoman Klein in her saying about our needs: schools, jobs, hospitals, social services facilities. There's a need. I ask you to please support the Voices for Tangi Regional Public Transit Services in helping us to get transportation for the people of our parish. Thank you very much.